It's Stoner, Harry, Moose, and this is my entry into Aaron Mutha Alamare's contest celebrating his 1,000 subscribers. I tell you, this dude, he's just salt of the earth, man. He's a great guy. He's got his usual tipsy Tuesdays where he just sits there and just plays jams, bangs his head, gets whiplash, and plays some great music. Stuff I've never really heard. Some of the harder, heavier stuff. And he plays a lot of stuff that I like too. So, but yeah, he's a great guy. He's a kind man. He's got a great personality. And I tell you, this dude, this mother, should have 3, 4, 5,000 subscribers. Man, he's that good. But the contest, quick. He wants you to show some stuff that you have been inspired to buy because of what you saw here in the vinyl community, which is cool. I've been inspired by a lot of people. I could show you everything I got, and the video will be a couple days long. But anyway, there's a few that's really, really inspired me. Um, um, and I'll show you what I got, okay? And I'll talk about these guys. Uh, they're all great guys. I mean, I have no problem with anybody. I love the videos, all the videos I see. I don't comment on everybody, but I do watch. I do give a thumbs up. So, this one here, I don't remember where I saw it at or who showed it. It could have been Tony P. I don't know. But I didn't even know this was out. Jimmy here, Hendrix Experience, live at Atlanta Pop Festival. This thing just freaking cooks, man. Freaking cooks. I'm not going to go in great detail about it. Isn't that great, man? Because I got a little bit of stack like I usually do. Talking about stuff. These next few were inspired. I saw these on a really good friend of mine's channel, Topper, and there's a couple of them I just went out and bought. Especially this one right here, Pot Liquor, Levy Blues. It's on the Janus label. Topper was the very first guy. One of the very first guys that I was watching when I got into the vinyl community. And I remember him talking about this and how much he liked it. Blues rock, really good, fantastic album. And he was talking about Moby Grape. Now, I remember Moby Grape Jam. Because I heard this song 805 on a compilation back in the 60s, late 60s. And I love the song. And it's a fantastic album. And of course, there's Mike Bloomfield on this, incredible guitarist. And I'd heard of Mike Bloomfield in the past, and the name just kind of went, okay, Mike Bloomfield, whoever he is. And then I just started getting to him. I watched a documentary a couple of months ago about him, and I fell in love with the guy. A great guitarist. Something else that this was mainly, this actually was two people. This was Topper and Don, that old goat, that I never would have picked this thing up if it hadn't been for those guys. Klaatu. Some prog rock. This is some great stuff, man. Great stuff. I never would have thought about them. Never. I mean, I do the cover, it's pretty cool. It's all sunny, blah, blah, blah. But great album, man. Great prog album. And Don also showed this one time, and how he loved Crack the Sky, especially this album, is the one he showed. And I thought, yeah, okay, just another one of those prog bands that nobody really heard of, and but I found it, and I listened to it, and I fell in love with it, and I still like it. And also Don, yeah, there's a lot of from Don. Topper and Don, that old goat, um, have really been an inspiration to me. Going out, buying records, trying out new bands. And I remember when Don showed this. Well, that's a cool cover, It's a really cool cover. And I happened to be at Sonic Cinch Records. Of course, I go to them on Twinsville, and they had this. I said, okay, it's like $7, $8, whatever it was. I said, well, I'll try it. Believe me, I fell in love with this. And that inspired me to buy this one. Recycled. Not as good as that, but it's really good. Really good. That's now there's another guy that I watch a lot, and he and Topper are somewhat similar in tastes. I'm talking about Rick Strange. That dude has introduced me to so much music on his channel. Wow. I mean, bands I would nobody's really heard of. But Rick's got all these albums. He plays a bit of a track for you. You sample it. Man, oh man, I've discovered so many bands. And he encouraged me to seek out some psychedelic stuff. And delve into, like, Jefferson Airplane more. I only had like a couple of the, Bark and Volunteers and stuff like that. But some of the newer stuff, some of the older stuff. And he was talking about this band here, except from San Francisco, Quicksilver Messenger. Wow. Wow. This has a hit on it called Fresh Air. I mean, they used to play that on the radio all the time when I was a kid. A youngin', as it were. And I thought, well, I'll try it out. I checked it out. Great album. Great album. And as far as the Keep on the Gray Slick. And I always thought this was more of a jazz, but Rick and a few other people set me straight. Hot Tuna. Was I blown away? I swore this was going to be like either a psych or a jazz album. I like a little bit of jazz, not a lot, but this, great blues rock, man. Holy moly. And I have, gotten like 2 other albums, and there's probably a few more that I'm going to get. Hot Tuna, great band. And this is another back to the old goat. Couldn't get away from Don. Like joined at the hip. Because I saw him show this on his channel one time. And now this came as a VCLT. But I saw it and I've always wanted it because I love the song on there. House of the Rising Sun by Frigid Pink. And I get this, and man, this is some electric kind of psych rock, just mind-blowing shit, man. Great band. And I'm seeking out Defrosted. How good it is. And again, he comes up as always. Old Goat mentioned how much you like Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. And I'd heard them doing Hot Rod Lincoln. I always liked the tune. You know, it's a nice Hot Rod Lincoln jumpy tune, cool, nice little story in it. And then I started buying Commander Cody. Good album. And another friend of mine, Tony P, has kind of resparked my interest in a certain lady, to seek out her albums. I only had a few, but Linda Ronstadt. I'd always liked her a lot, always. But he kind of sparked my interest in getting more. And then there's one person, Shadow Man, who has sent me some great VCLTs of a lot of Canadian bands. And the guy's just generous as hell. He exposed me to so many bands that it's not even funny, man. Him and Addict Daddy exposed me to all this punk stuff that I was never really into back in the day, back in the 70s. I always just sort of like, yeah, you know, but punk, rockabilly, all this stuff that I never really heard when I was a kid. Even in my 20s and 30s and even 40s, 50s, I never heard until now. That's my entry. I don't know how good it is. I don't know how bad it is, but that's my entry. Everybody inspires me when I watch their videos to seek out some stuff. I might not always find it, but I seek it out. So, Aaron, it ain't much, man, but I wanted to get in there and support you with a video. And all you guys, go to Aaron's channel, subscribe. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee you won't be disappointed at all. So, this is Stoner, Harry Moose, saying later.